Hello, folks. Good morning, Mel. Good morning, Jack. Good of you guys to join. The stream's not going to last. Probably I'm going to keep it down to an hour this morning. I got a lot of things I got to do today, and one of those things. Hello, folks. Good morning, Mel. Good morning, Jack. Oops. I got to take this out. Y'all know what that is? Yes, sir. Mavic Air 2. Phantom Hodges drone. Good morning. How are you today? Came in yesterday. Got to take some time this morning. Batteries are all charged up. The controller's all charged up. The only thing I haven't done is get the updates installed. I'll do that right after the show. And then I am going to go take her on her maiden flight. Just thought you all might like to see that. I've seen a lot of good reviews about it, and I've seen some bad reviews on it. I'm gonna try it for myself because I've seen more good reviews than I have bad reviews. So yeah, Jack, I have to admit I am kind of lucky. We got our taxes paid and had just enough money to yeah, I bet you would. Got our taxes paid and had a little bit of money left over, and I convinced the wife that I really needed this thing, and actually I didn't have to convince too much. She doesn't usually say anything about me, how I spend my money, but I just wanted to make sure that we got the taxes paid first, and we did, and I had enough left over that I could buy it. So I went ahead and got one, and here we go. Well, I sent the invitations out. Mel, any of you, if you want to join while I'm waiting for the others to come in, I will put the link in the chat. And then as people come in, I'll kick people out. Seems like the thing to do. Thing is, I never know when people are going to be not going to be able to come in and stuff. So IRS took my refund for back tax. Oh, wow. Sorry to hear that, Mel. I know that had to suck. Christopher C., good morning. Welcome to the chat. All right, brother. All right, Mel. I figure you're probably outside smoking anyway, aren't you there, kiddo? Anyway, well, there's Peter Carroll. Good morning, Peter.
Good morning, Rodney. How are you doing today?
Yeah. I was going to say can't hear you, but now I can.
Okay. Yeah. How's everything going?
Pretty good. Brandon Range in the house. Good morning. Did you see what I got, Peter? I might as well just leave this guy out.
Okay. I think you mentioned it in the chat. I think I read somewhere you mentioned it there.
Yep.
Yeah, very nice.
Can't wait to get it out to fly it.
Yeah. Yeah, from all the reports I've read, they're pretty good.
I've heard nothing but, well, I've heard some bad things about it, but I've heard more good stuff about it than I have bad stuff. So, and it's all good. I mean, it's always good to know the goods and the bads.
That's right. Yeah. I think I've only read maybe 2 or 3 reports on them, so I haven't sort of seen a wide range of reviews.
Oh yeah, I think a lot of there's a lot of people out there that review drones, and Ken Dono is who I bought this from. He has his own online store. It's called DroneWorks, and the link, folks, is in the chat or in the description below, or at least I think it is. Yep, it's in there. But that's who I bought it from, his site, and got it yesterday, and yeah, just getting everything set up and ready to go. And
yeah, because they made a whole heap of improvements.
I'm sorry?
They made a whole heap of improvements to it.
Yeah.
Range and the quietness of it and all that sort of stuff.
Oh yeah, it says that it has a 10-kilometer range, 6 miles, I think is what I heard.
That's plenty far enough.
Oh yeah. Well, I doubt that I'll even go a mile. I might do a small range test or something, but I don't generally do reviews and stuff. So
yeah.
Let's see. Let's see here. 6 miles is roughly 10 kilometers. And I think that's what I've heard, that it can go up to 6 miles.
Right.
So, but anyway, so what you been up to, buddy?
Not much really. Staying inside as most of the time as I want us to do. So haven't been venturing out much at all.
Yeah. They're beginning to. They started yesterday with phase 1 of reopening Virginia. And good morning, Hugh from Asgard Studios in the chat.
Yeah, they've relaxed a few things here too just this week, as far as a number of people meeting together and all this sort of business.
Yeah, they finally opened up personal grooming shops, but it's by appointment only.
Right.
You have to wear a mask, and they can only have I think 50% occupancy. So
yeah.
And good morning, Mel. Hey, I like your calendar, Mel.
Yeah, that's a nice calendar, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
I've actually still got it on the right month.
I got one just like it, actually.
I'll bet you do.
Frank Rizzo, good morning. So it's raining there, huh, Mel?
Yes, sir. It's been raining most of the day yesterday and most of the night. Wasn't actually raining right this minute. When I came in, it stopped, but that's no good for flying either way. So good morning, Peter.
Yeah. Hi again, Mel.
Long time no see, huh?
It's been at least 5 or 6 hours or so.
Yeah, right.
So I watched.
I took a nap and you had lunch. Yeah,
that's about it. Yeah.
Oh, Frank Rizzo. Good morning, Jody. I knew that, Jody. I knew that was you. I just forgot it.
Morning, Rick. Morning, everybody. Good morning. Good morning.
We got Rick here.
Yeah, Rick Halber's in the chat. Hugh.
Yeah, Rodney, those rat bastards sent me a nice little letter in formal, formal layout and everything. Said, screw you, we're keeping it.
Oh, wow. So the back taxes, was that from when you were out of work?
That's from when I was trucking.
Oh. Wow, that's been a couple of years.
Well, see, the thing is apparently my accountant that I was using for several years, many years, 20 years, he always filed my return electronically, and then I'd send a check because I had to pay every year usually. And I got a thing from them that said I owed them $89,000.
Oh my gosh.
Well, they say it's because they never received a 2010 return.
Uh-oh.
So I did paperwork with my current accountant to give her the authority to communicate with them on my behalf. She regenerated a 2010 return based on the information that I still had, which wasn't a whole lot. And we sent that to them, and then they sent me a letter that said, yeah, we're kind of busy, we'll get back to you. And I haven't heard anything since. And that was a year and a half ago.
Wow, sorry, buddy.
So, you know, there's no winning with the IRS. Especially, you know, and what really sucks is paying taxes is voluntary. There's no law that says you have to pay taxes. But they'll sure take your money. I had a buddy that they said they found he sent them, I don't know, $12,000-$13,000, and they said they found a discrepancy in his tax return, and they went into his bank account and took $2,500 without ever even telling him. They just went in and took it.
Wow.
Yeah. No letter, no notice saying we found an error in your return. This is what we think. What say you, you know? None of that. No debate. No nothing. They just went into his checking account and took $2,500.
Wow.
That sounds about right, though. I mean, the IRS has been notorious for doing stuff like that for years, ever since I can remember.
Well, Ted Cruz is right. The IRS needs to be abolished.
You know what I think they ought to do? I think they ought to come out with a national sales tax. And
we've got that here. They call it a GST, or a goods and services tax. It's like a flat 10% on the majority of stuff. There are some exempt stuff, like a lot of food is exempt and all that sort of stuff.
yeah.
Well, see, in Tennessee, there's no state income tax, but it's 10% on every single thing you buy. Food, doesn't matter.
Yeah.
See, that's what I liked about Texas when I lived there. There was no state income tax. You paid anywhere from 8.25 to 8.5 in sales tax.
Yeah.
And like Peter said, some things like food wasn't taxed and stuff like that, and medicines weren't taxed. But you know, I can live like that. I mean,
Yep.
come out with a national sales tax, do away with the income tax, you know, and I don't know what a good percentage would be, but you know, even if it was 10%, if it'd still be a good chunk of change.
Well, you know, people that are paying 8 now would gripe about 10%, and people that are paying 10% sales tax on stuff now. See, the trouble is that all goes to your state. Doesn't 90% of sales tax go to your state? Very little of it actually goes to the government.
That's true. Most of the sales tax is all state.
Yeah.
But if they came out with a federal sales tax, then
Well, see, if they did a federal sales tax, like you said, 10%, then that would be basically a 20% tax on everything you buy.
yeah.
Which would make it kind of brutal. You know, you buy something for $1,000, going to cost you $200 now instead of $100 in tax.
Well, that's true. I mean,
But it would be better than the IRS, I think.
yeah. Hey, Roosevelt. Good morning.
Morning, Roosevelt.
Speaking of which, I saw your guys' video where you and John and Rosie were out at that lake.
Yeah, we did. I did a live stream from. I did my Sunday stream from the lake.
Yeah,
that
you
day.
did, and I caught the tail end of it, I think. But man, that is a pretty lake.
It's a real nice area, but I'll tell you what, Roosevelt's YouTube ID, Fly Natural.
Uh-huh.
No, no. I seen him in sport mode, flying over not a flat surface, but a little bit of a rolly surface. With that drone tipped up so much, he was mowing the grass with the front props.
Oh my
And I mean, zooming back and forth like a wild man, it's like there's you I swear to God, if you watch a couple of, maybe I know I got it on video because he would zoom by in front of my view, my camera view,
Uh-huh.
I'm going to see if I can find that clip because I know daggum well he was mowing grass with them front props. It's like, woof. There ain't nothing natural about flying that guy. No.
Hey, Brad Alston, welcome to the chat, brother. Hey, man, Brad, they're beginning to open the state. We're going to have to plan on meeting together, having a meetup.
Oh.
So,
but yeah, we met up, and I think I met John at Spin Up, but
when I saw him, I realized that I had met him at Spin Up.
Yeah. I met a lot of people at Spin Up this year that came up to me. They knew who I was,
Oh, yeah.
and said howdy and hello, and I'm so-and-so. And I was like, oh, really cool. Thanks for being a subscriber, and, blah, blah, blah. And an hour later, it was like, who the hell was that?
And that was the problem. I mean, I knew who you were by sight. We'd never met, but I knew who you were. Same thing with Steve Carpenter. I'd met Chris Hope previously before that, so obviously I knew him. And then there was Joan, but guys like Ken Dono and Sean Oz and Ten Toes.
Ten Toes, yeah.
And you know what? The ultimate thing, I mean, the whole thing was great for me because I got to meet a lot of people in person that I, just have a lot of respect for. But I got to meet Ken Herron, and I have to say that was probably one of the biggest highlights of Spin Up for me.
Yeah?
Yeah, because, I mean, I have watched Ken since 2016.
Okay.
And
that's probably about when I started watching him.
He was the one that inspired me to even think about buying drones.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah. And because I was out of work because I had a rotator cuff repair on my shoulder here.
Uh-huh.
And so all I could do for 7 weeks is sit home and watch YouTube and TV. And, you can only watch so much TV or YouTube, actually. But I come across his channel, and the clip the first clip I saw was that clip he did, or that video he did on that LST.
Uh-huh.
I saw that, and of course, being an ex-Navy man, I remember those ships were in commission still when I joined the Navy.
Right. So
I watched that, and then I started watching his other videos, and I'm like, man, this drone thing is cool, And so I ended up going out and buying me a Phantom 3 Standard.
That was my first DJI drone.
And it's been growing ever since. Now I've got P4, a Spark, and now a Mavic Air too.
Yeah. Yeah. I'd like to get my hands on another P4P. I think I'd rather have that over the Mavic Air 2. I don't know. Hard to say.
Well,
If they'd have put a mechanical shutter in the Mavic Air 2, that would have been. That's the only thing they screwed up on, I think. Other than that, I think they built a good little drone.
well, that P4P has a mechanical shutter too.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
That's why I say if they'd have done that with the new Air, if they'd have put a mechanical shutter in that camera, then they'd have had, to me, 100% all-around winner. It's okay.
Well, like I was telling Peter, I've seen a lot of the reviews on it, and I've seen more good reviews than I have bad reviews.
Yeah. But
What sort of bad stuff have they said about it, Rodney?
flyaways,
Flyaways.
Okay.
But
loss of control.
I think that can happen to any drone, though. I mean, thank goodness I haven't had a flyaway on my Spark or my P4P.
Yeah, if everything works the way it's supposed to, a flyaway is actually very slim possibility. It's only when those electronics get to hiccup in it.
Yeah.
Well, they say nothing's perfect, so
They're wrong. They just haven't met me yet.
okay.
See, always good for a laugh, Rodney, no matter what. I always try to make people laugh.
Yeah. Okay. Time for a political announcement.
Uh-oh. He's not even up yet.
I know. But I can still advertise for him.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, there's a glare on his thing. So that's it. No more politics.
That was it for politics?
Yep. That's
Well,
bad. Well, let me just put it this way. That's as political as I get.
that was a perfect political statement.
So
Yeah, so now I did get notification that my stimulus check, woohoo, is scheduled to be mailed out yesterday.
oh.
So now I'm debating as to whether to buy the Mavic Air 2 or do a couple things that I should do with the money. Have a good day, Roosevelt.
Hey, Roosevelt, you have a good one, buddy. Thanks for stopping in. Be looking for you to fly tomorrow for the Sunday sunrise, providing it ain't raining. Always a big thing, I guess, huh? Brent Nunley is in the house. He's in the chats. Good morning, Brent.
Hi, Brent.
Morning, Brent. You missed the point, though, Rodney, with the perfect thing.
Well, no, you were basically saying you're perfect.
But we're all perfect, even with our flaws. We're each one of us. You're perfect. Peter's perfect. Everybody is perfect, just the way they are. That's what makes them them. That's what makes them who they are.
Yeah, that's a good point.
See?
One way of looking at it.
Yeah.
We got our stimulus checks. When I get mine early April for about. I think ours was $750 for those that qualified for it. Not everyone got it, but you had to qualify for it. And I think we get another $750 in I think it's either June or July or thereabouts.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
We got ours. We got ours about 2 weeks ago, and I put it into savings, and I waited, and Then I got my paycheck, put some of that into savings, and then I got my Social Security check, put some of that into savings, and then I turned around and gave about 75% of it back to the IRS.
That's one thing I don't miss these days is paying taxes. I haven't paid taxes for a long time, so that's all good.
All right, folks, look who is here.
Hey, guys. Good
Whoa,
morning.
hey, Ron.
To do
How's
Ron,
it going,
headset.
Ron?
Doing?
Are you at work, brother? Are you?
No, I'm at the gym. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So, how's everybody doing?
Doing
You're
good.
doing
Doing good.
Doesn't it look like he has a halo?
Yeah.
Oh,
it's misplaced, if anything, was it?
yeah. Good luck at that. Me getting a halo. I still got it. There we go. That's better. Your Sunday or your Saturday mornings are getting earlier, Rodney.
I
I
know.
used to have them at.
Well, it'll change with the season.
Yeah.
See, and
It's
I scheduled it this morning for 7:30, but then Dennis went down and I didn't think anybody else was going on up, so I waited for a few more minutes, and about 7:10, I went ahead and went live. And then Peter came in, and then Mel came in, and now you're here, and haven't heard from Matt or Ari yet, or Dennis Ludwig for that matter.
And I'm going to be blasting off pretty soon, Rod, because I have to get ready. I'm going to do a Skype call with Newfound Drones.
Newfound Jones.
Yeah.
He lives in Newfoundland. Yeah.
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 Going to try to help get his live streaming from the drones issue solved. He seems to not be able to do that.
Oh, okay.
He says he's tried everything and he just can't get it to connect and work. So I'm gonna just go through and help him double check everything from the get-go.
Well, that's cool.
See if we can't get his problem solved. So, and that's going to be pretty soon here. Well, it's a couple hours away, but I got a lot I want to get ready before we do that. So
Yeah,
anyway.
I'm not going to be live probably about another 30 minutes or so anyway, because again, I've got a lot of things to do, and one of the things I want to do is get this thing set up and updated so I can go out and fly it.
That's what you got to do.
And then, but I got to do some chores. Here about 8 o'clock, I got to go put some wood into the smoker because we're smoking some ribs.
Ooh.
And
What kind of wood?
yeah.
Hi, Greg.
I think it's apple chips, apple wood.
You've been
Wow.
soaking it for a while, or?
I don't know what my wife. I don't think she soaks it at all. I think she just puts it in raw. She's the smoker of the family. She loves to do that. And so anyway, brief interruption. Oz by Drone is in the house. Good morning, Greg. How are you today? Coming from us in Australia. I say good morning. It's good evening. Sorry.
It's 9:44 p.m. here.
9:44.
Rodney, did you get?
Wow.
Early for a change.
Rodney, did you get your new Mavic Air 2?
I did.
Aha. There you go.
Yep.
I heard some people having trouble, I guess, going through DJI. I guess everybody's been getting theirs through Best Buy. But where did you order yours from?
I ordered mine from Ken Dono's. You know who he is?
Yeah,
Original. I always have his.
Original Dobo.
Yeah, Original Dobo. I bought it from his website, Drone Works, and it's in
Yeah.
below. I was on Claude's channel the other day, and Steve Carpenter. I told him I was thinking about buying one, and Steve Carpenter goes, "Well, get hold of Ken because he's got like 60 of them in stock." And so I reached out to Ken, and he goes, "Yeah." He goes, "In fact, I just got 25 more units today," and so I ordered it, and I got it yesterday.
Yeah, he's pretty good. He deals a lot with law enforcement and like EMS type people.
Yeah.
When I bought my Mavic 2, he had just gotten back from the border down around Texas or whatever. He was down there teaching a whole bunch of like Texas Rangers, Border Patrol, teaching them how to fly. He had sold like 1,000 units or something. He does pretty good business, but he's really fast at getting things out. Yeah, he's a good guy.
Oh yeah, I ordered this like Wednesday night, and I got it yesterday.
Holy cow!
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So yeah.
I don't think. Did Steve get his yet?
Yeah, Steve got his. I think he might have got his yesterday too.
No, he's had it a couple days. He had it all. Yeah, he had it all charged up. He was going to fly it last night for the first time.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I think, and then Drone Bum got his. I'm going to say Drone Bum got his on Thursday.
Yeah, Bob Casey got one too, I think, early in the week.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, Bob Casey.
Bob's came in on Tuesday, I believe it was.
Yeah.
I'm going to hold out and wait and see maybe if they maybe come out with a Mavic 3. I guess one of the bigger things I'm looking for is, I know the Mavic Air 2 has the 60 frames per second, but the mechanical versus the rolling shutter, I'm going to wait and see if they change that.
Yeah,
that's exactly what I said.
Yeah, Mel mentioned that earlier, and I guess I must have missed that part of it, but I don't know, from some of the videos I've seen, it still looks pretty good. So,
oh yeah, it looks awesome what I've seen so far.
And the mechanical shutter is really a benefit for photography rather than video.
Yeah, that's true.
Right. Yeah. Do you see much of a difference, Mel? I mean, I again to this day, my Phantom 4 Pro, I haven't been able to beat that camera.
I just said at the same time I was talking about that, I wish I still had a P4P. Yep.
Yeah.
Or a V2, version 2. Wouldn't matter. I don't care. I'm not particular.
Is the version 2, didn't they come out with that OcuSync on the version 2?
They did a firmware update and made it do OcuSync. Yep.
Okay.
What? No, they added OcuSync on the No, it's a firmware. It's a firmware thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's a firmware thing.
Okay.
Because there were people that already had one that once the firmware update was done, and then once they added it to the firmware on the smart controller, you could actually use the smart controller to fly it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Did they make the Mavic Air 2 compatible with the smart controller yet?
Not yet.
They said they were going to. Yeah.
That'll be in a firmware update soon. They're just going to make people wait, Someone said, I heard someone say that DJI releases drones based on marketing department rather than technology department. It's like marketing says, get it out there. And technology says, we want to add stuff to it first. And, marketing says, screw them, get it out there.
I want to say good morning to Buying Spaces. Welcome to the chat, and hope your weekend's starting out good.
Peter, what happened last night? No?
Mavic Pro 2 have the mechanical shutter?
Say again?
The Mavic 2 Pro, does that have the mechanical shutter?
No.
Okay.
No.
No,
what happened last night, Peter? No Jim, no Adrian?
The
I wonder
only
where
thing
they're
that
at.
has the mechanical shutters is the two Phantoms, the Pro and the version 2 Pro, and the big Zenmuse cameras that you hang under the Inspires and the M210s and things. Those have mechanical shutters.
Okay.
So this may have been the question that Peter just asked. The Mavic 2 Pro doesn't have a mechanical shutter?
No.
Oh.
Mm.
Morning, Lon Denard. Welcome to the chat.
And I started to say that, Greg, and I thought that was the case, that on the version 2 they had to add hardware to it as well. And I stumbled when I was talking about that. I thought that was the case, but I didn't want to misspeak about it.
I guess we say the biggest thing with mechanical versus rolling is how it utilizes the pixels, and then your shapes also don't get distorted. The rolling shutter, I guess your shapes get a little bit distorted or out of whack a little bit.
That's how you can get some barrel effect and stuff. That's part of that, and the shape of the lens and all of those things combined. But the biggest thing about the mechanical shutter is shooting pictures of moving objects or moving while shooting pictures. It helps give you a better freeze frame with the mechanical shutter than it does the rolling shutter. But anyway, nah. Now the Inspire cameras, the big Zenmuse cameras that go under the Inspires and M210s and things, and M whatever, the heavy lifters, there's no comparison with the P4P in those cameras. There's just no comparison. They're phenomenal cameras. Shooting with one out in California in high wind, 15, 20 feet from 560 kilovolt power lines and birds of prey and everything else, where you don't have much time to get your shot. They're just fantastic cameras. And then not to mention certain areas, people shooting at them and stuff. So it was kind of interesting. But anyway.
Brad Alston's asking this question. I don't know why they did it, but YouTube took it away. I've been hearing rumors that they're eventually going to put it back, but I don't know that to be true. To me, it's just a rumor right now. But
well, there's some sort of add-on that you can do to Chrome that'll allow you to do it again.
Yeah, and I've tried that, and it works well for a few minutes, and at some point it starts sending you to different channels. Like I clicked on somebody's channel the other day, about a week and a half ago, and it took me to my own channel instead of theirs. So at that point, I just decided to just take it off because, they obviously have some bugs to work out. So.
Yeah, I never did install it.
Yeah, that setup is on it's on Jim Boyd's channel. He has like a 1.5 minute video of how to set that up.
Yeah, and I mean, and like I said, it worked great, and I've heard other people say the same thing. So it works great for about the first 5-10 minutes, and then boom, all of a sudden it's just goes to random channels.
People are saying that it was a way to prevent sub per sub stuff.
Yeah,
I don't understand how it's preventing sub per sub. It might slow it down a little bit, but you can still open another tab and type in their name and search for them and go. They can still do all that crap.
Oh yeah, or just
it
like
just slows you down, makes it not so easy. And yeah, the mechanical shutter. That's exactly. The best thing is, that's what I was saying, with the mechanical shutter, the aircraft doesn't have to be still, totally stopped to get a good, perfect still image. Morning, Nathaniel. it can be doing that in motion, which is what the survey thing is all about. The drone, that way it doesn't have to actually stop to snap the picture. When you're doing survey stuff with like a Mavic or whatever, the drone, it's best that you make it stop to shoot the shot. But anyway.
Yeah. Hey, Brent, if I may ask, what happened to your P4P? You don't have to, if it's embarrassing, you don't have to say anything, but I'll tell you, I flew mine into a tree and lost it in my lake. That's what happened to my very first drone. I had it, Bell. I had this P3 standard for about a month, and I thought, oh, I'm getting pretty good now. So I took down the lake. I took down the center of the lake, doing about 20 feet in altitude, and I was going to go all the way to the end of the lake and come all the way back. Well, I got down about maybe 100 yards, and I was sitting between these two trees, and I got nervous. So I turned it around. I thought I did a 180, and I guess I should have looked at the map, but I turned the drone back around to bring it back, and I gave it some forward stick and flew it right into a tree, and it dropped right into the lake, and I had no boat to go get it.
You needed a boat?
Well, yeah.
You were going to have to get in the lake to get the drone anyway. Why not just get in the lake?
I was going to take a grappling hook.
Oh, you were going to cheat, huh?
I'm not going to get into this lake.
Wow.
That drone was only $500.
Right. Yep. Brand new, $500.
$500, brand new. And to get into this lake, you're taking your life into your own hands. So.
Oh, is there gators? There ain't
there's no gators. It's just snapping turtles by the hundreds, thousands, and I don't know. There may be a piranha or two. Who knows?
Oh, I see.
No,
Okay.
I ended up buying a new one anyway. So, and then later on, I sold that and bought the P4P, which I kind of wished I'd done that in the first place.
Yeah, that's what I'm wishing. Yep. And I shouldn't have parted with my P4P. I had one when I was out in California, and one of my pilots was like, "Man, I sure wish you'd sell that to me. I sure wish you'd sell that to me."
and you sold it.
Yeah, I got weak. He really wanted one, and I had, at the time, every Mavic, 2 Inspire 1 version 2s. And what did I need 50 drones for? It's like, yeah, okay, go ahead. I took the money and sold it, and on the way home, I kicked myself in the butt the whole 2,000-mile drive back to the house. I was like, you stupid nutcase.
Oh. Man,
I think Ron froze up when he got in his car.
Oh, yeah, it does look like it, doesn't it? So Brent answered me, and
yeah, downdraft took it into a chimney.
Yeah. Oh, man.
That sucks.
Yep, it does.
Well, Rod, I'm going to bounce. I got a couple things I need to get ready for this. I really want to help him get his stream thing going. So.
Okay. Well, Mel, thanks for popping in. Appreciate it, brother.
Thank you, sir.
Everybody
have a great day.
You too. Have a good weekend. Be safe.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye, Mel.
So.
Quite not tonight.
Ron, looks like Ron is still locked up.
Still trying.
Ron, if you can still hear us, you're locked up, brother. I'll take. Did he come? I'll just take him off till he comes back in. So, anyway, earlier Jack Fron suggested that everybody put their link in the chat if you want to. If you don't have somebody, go and you want somebody to visit your channel, go ahead and put your links in there. And then if you don't have those people, then you can go to them easier. So I think Buying Space put his in there. I know Jack put his in there. And I think I have already got Buying Space. I know I got Jack.
Yeah, Brad Alston's leaving us.
Oh, Brad, you have a good day, buddy. Yeah, Brad and I is going to have to do a meetup, Peter.
Yeah, you were saying, I think last week, that he's not too far away from you.
No, he's not. He lives right down there. He lives right down in Richmond. It's about an hour. Well, it's more like a 45-minute drive for me. So
Right.
Either way, and then I guess it depends on what part of Richmond he's in. But we've been talking about meeting up as soon as they start lifting these restrictions. And there's a couple of other people I want to meet up with. I can't even think of his name now. And there's Russell Glarum. He lives over there in the same area that my church is in. We're going to meet up one of these days soon. And so,
yeah.
And who is that? Oh, man.
You're saying he's got Nortel Evo, you were saying, I think, last week too.
Do what?
I think you said last week that he's got a Nortel Evo.
Yeah, I think he's getting an Evo. And
okay.
he said he wanted like to come over here and fly around the lake. And that's fine. Yeah, Jack. For the love of God. Yeah. I need to get out and start doing some more flying too. Of course, I've been kind of limited about what I could do and stuff. So, but those limitations are going to be going away here pretty quick. Come the end of May, I'll be able to start lifting heavy things again and stuff. So,
yeah, hopefully if they lift the restrictions here soon, I can brush the dust off the Mavic and take it out and give it a bit of a fly. There's a couple of places that I want to go to. They're probably about an hour's drive away from here, but once they let us get out a bit more, I'll get out there and give it a bit of a fly.
Yeah, I'm going to start looking for places to go. Try and find interesting places to go fly too.
Yeah.
The thing is we got a lot of national parks in this area and state parks, and you're not allowed to fly in either one of them.
Yeah, pretty much the same here too.
I think you can fly in the national parks. You just can't take off and land in the national parks.
Yeah.
If I understand that rule correctly. Ron, is that correct? Am I thinking on that correct about state parks or national parks?
Yeah, I've actually talked to a couple of park rangers, and again, you don't know what their knowledge is, but they say it's kind of a gray area. Quite frankly, I just don't ever care to do it. And run that risk. I don't know. It's risky.
Yeah. I guess the way the rule reads on the FC or on the FAA, it gives the impression that as long as you're not landing or taking off from inside a national park, it's okay to fly over it.
Correct.
But I think you're right too. I think it just, there may be some of the rangers just may want to be, creeps about it. And
yeah.
So
people do all kinds of silly things, and like right now, Yellowstone is still shut down, but they had some people get in there recently. How, we don't know, but they had a lady. It was on national news. You may have heard about it. She fell in one of those thermal pools. Got burnt really bad.
Oh, I bet.
Yeah. And apparently she was not paying attention and walking and backing up to get a photograph and slipped and fell and went right in one of those thermal pools.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's been a couple people that have fallen in there that they've never gotten out. I mean, they just, almost like disintegrate.
Oh
Yeah.
man, that's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
They don't have any barriers around them at all.
They do. The people
Okay.
just,
Just ignore them.
ignore them
Yeah.
every opportunity they get.
There he is. Hi, Ari.
G'day,
Man,
gentlemen.
legend.
How are we all?
Hey, Ari.
Sorry, mate, I was just buttoning up a computer when you came online, so I had to finish that.
No problem. I don't know if you heard it, but I'm probably going to be ending the stream here in about 8 minutes or so.
Well, I got in just in time to say hello then. didn't I?
You did. I'm glad you did too. So, see what I got? Look what I got.
Hang on, I'm in the wrong one. Ah, you got your Air 2.
I got my Air 2. I
Have you
ordered it
found
on
it?
Wednesday evening and I got it Friday.
You sure it wasn't a Monday and your heart didn't stand still? It's just in case Jim's lurking there.
Metro Drones, welcome to the chat and good morning. I want to give a plug to Ken Dono's channel, DroneWorks. That's who I bought it from. The link is in the description below, so you might check him out for your drone needs. I don't know if he'll give you a discount if you tell him Rodney sent you, but
Sounds like he gave you a bit of a discount if you're plugging his business.
well, I paid regular price for the drone, but I think he did hook me up by shipping it faster. But
Okay.
Hey,
anyway.
Rodney,
Yeah,
the other thing with him, and I'd shout the guy out too. He took good care of me when I had my Evo that decided to jump in the river accidentally. It did. It lost signal like 20 feet from me and went into go home mode and hit a tree and down on the river it went. But anyhow, long story short, he actually helped me with the people at Autel, and he had a lot of connections, and he got me a replacement.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a really good guy. I got to meet him at Spin Up, and we had a blast because me and Drone Bum and Chris Hope and Steve Carpenter and Art Carlson, we'd all hang out in the hotel lobby, the breakfast area at night, and talking with each other and talking drones and stuff. And I got to meet him and Sean Oz, and I met Bob Casey, because Bob Casey came to Spin Up with Mel. And I met Mel in person. So,
well, I'm talking about what's his name? Zach. He's the guy that runs DroneWorks. They're somewhere up in New York State.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
I thought that was Ken Dono's.
He's associated with them. I think he's DroneWorks is like a sponsor of his channel, but he's connected with them. But yeah, a guy by the name of Zach, and I forget his last name, but he's the owner of DroneWorks. Yeah, I've bought a couple different things from him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, the link to DroneWorks is in the description, and so you might check him out. Good morning, Tony. Tropic is in the chat. Who else was in here? Drone Bum. Good morning. About time you woke up, kiddo. I have to agree with Dennis. You got fired again. Drone Bum. I fired. He was late going to somebody's chat last week, and I fired him. And Dennis forgave him.
But Dennis is a forgiving sort of a guy.
Yeah, he is. And I usually am too, but Drone Bum has fired me numerous times.
So it's paybacks.
So it's paybacks. And, and I didn't have a problem with Dennis, rehiring him. That's okay. He forgave him, and I forgave him too. But he missed the sunrise streams this morning, both of mine and Dennis's. So Dennis said, Drone Bum, you're fired again.
Well, now the sun rises for you. I mean, the birds aren't even up here. It's still dark out.
Is it still cold up there?
Well, it depends on what hour and what day you ask me.
Yeah, I got you.
It was 4 or 5 days ago. It was throwing snow, and then a day last week it was in the 80s. It's supposed to be in the 80s starting Monday again. Right now it's cold, 46. It's been raining for 4 days.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Are you at work or are you at home?
No, I'm at home till next Friday.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was going to be hunting Monday with the outfitter, but my hunters apparently aren't coming because they just opened up the Wyoming borders, I think 3 days ago.
I see.
Yeah.
So the other day you said you was going fishing. I didn't see any pictures, so I guess I have to take it that you didn't catch any fish.
Oh, actually, I did. The place I took Art, man, nothing again. But the stream leading into it, we actually went up, and just a stream's only 10 feet wide, but we're catching all these little natives. I caught about 6 or 8 fish the other day. They were just fun catching them. Those natives, they put up a nice little fight and made a trout. Yeah. But you'll see good pictures in August.
I like these guys who like their fish to put up a fight. Not me, man. If I'm fishing, I'm hungry. I don't want any fight. Just come along quietly.
Well, that's the fun of fishing, is the fight.
Going hungry is not funny. Here in Australia, we have this little tradition. It's called expanding bait. You light the fuse, you throw it in the water hole, it expands violently, and the fish just float right up onto the surface.
Oh, all right. You explosive types are always doing stupid shit like that.
Oop.
Yeah, but we don't miss out on dinner.
Isn't that entirely legal, though?
Only if look, illegal is a sick bird, Peter.
Yep.
I tell you, the fight I like is the halibut up in Alaska. I mean, it's like when you're in 300-400 feet of water, it's like trying to pull a washing machine up. And then once they get up to the top, as soon as they'll roll to their side, and their one eye that they have, it'll look at you, and then the fight begins. It's like taking a 4x8 sheet of plywood that's pissed off and fighting. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I'm hoping to catch a couple more up there. I think my trip's still on. I've got a word from the outfitter that Alaska is opening up, and he thinks by August it should be good.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Oh, is Matt in the house? Good morning, Matt. How you doing, buddy? No, Matt, I'm sorry I didn't, but let me go look real fast. There it is. Yo, man, I've had it, dude. I'm off to bed, man. Done too much today. Okay, Matt, no problems, brother. No problems, man. I understand. But before you do go to bed, look what I got. I got my Mavic Air 2. Folks, I don't want to seem like I'm bragging, but I am.
Why not, man? It looks so good. I decided yesterday that I'm selling my Inspire. I flew it the other week to flatten the batteries or recycle them, and I looked and they've got between 8 and 4 charges on those batteries. I'm not using that thing anywhere near enough to justify it. Now, what I'm going to do with the money? Well, that Mavic Air 2 looks good.
Well, I know Drone Bum's got one, and who else had one? Steve Carpenter got his yesterday. I'm not sure. I think Rick Halbert, did you get one?
Oh, Rodney,
Yes.
before I forget, I chatted with Rick the other day. Do you guys want the three of us get together sometime before I go back to work Friday?
Oh, and talk about the Luminar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was trying to think how we could do it. Like you, I don't know, maybe set up like a StreamYard or something.
We can do that. I can do that. If we make it in the afternoon while my wife's at work, if that's possible for everybody, for Rick and you, then that would be perfect.
Because I was thinking, like, if we picked like 3 or 4 pictures and made sure all 3 of us had the same picture, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then we could go through like the different changes and whatnot, you know, all together if we all had the same picture.
Yeah.
And anybody else that wants to join or whatever. I just, you know, I keep just keep using it and keep practicing, and every day I learn something new about it. So
Yeah, I haven't dabbled in it in a day or two, but the other day I was those 2 pictures I took of the sunrise.
right.
I was on my way to work, and I took those 2 pictures. And when I got home that day, I played with them, and I'm like, no, you know what? The original pictures are fine. So I didn't change anything. I want to say good morning to Chris Hope and Metro Drones. Welcome to the chat. Daddy of 13, welcome. So, well, guys, it's been an hour, and I was going to keep this one short. I got things I need to do today, as well as get my drone ready to fly. So I'm going to go ahead and call this. I do appreciate you guys coming in, though, Peter, Ron.
Sorry I was late, but I got there.
You did get here. Good morning, Paul Murray. Welcome to the chat. He sold his new Inspire too.
That's
Well,
what
I like the most important
he's another one
thing.
with a Mavic here too as well. Yeah.
So, he got okay. I guess I ought to read the whole thing. Loving and impressed with my new Mavic Air 2. Sold my new Inspire as well. Huh.
Well, realistically speaking, you know, I don't use the Inspire commercially. I've got 2 or 3 drones, much smaller with better cameras. And I wouldn't be buying the Air for commercial use, but it looks like a hell of a lot of fun.
Yeah, I can't wait to get it up in the air and try it out. It ought to be pretty good fun. So, all right, guys.
Thanks for having us in.
You're welcome, Ari, and I promise you next week we'll hopefully it won't be as busy, so we'll be on longer next week.
Take care, everybody.
All right, Ari, you too. Ron, take care.
Thank you, Rodney, Peter, Ari.
I'll get hold of you later today, Ron.
Okay.
And we can talk about that more.
Yeah. Sounds good.
Thanks, Rick Halber. So, Rick told me that I should be expecting a package today.
Oh.
He does that from time to time. He's just, he's just that kind of guy.
Only guy I know who'll send a box of cereal halfway around the world.
That's right. He sent you some cereal, didn't he?
He sent my family, Luna, a box of Lucky Charms. If we don't get them down here, she'd see them on TV. And she mentioned on one of the live streams, I really want to try them. About a week or 2 later, this box arrives, and it is a box of Lucky Charms.
That's cool.
And of course, we tried them, and they're basically nothing but sugar. So, I keep telling my family every time Rick's on, there's your sugar daddy. He'll keep you in cereal. All right, guys. Take care. God bless you, Rick.
All right. Have a good
Bye.
one. Be safe.
All right, guys. Have a great day.
Good night, Ron.
All
All
right.
right.
Bye-bye.
All right.
All right, Rodney, we'll have a good weekend and enjoy the Mavic Air 2. Hope it goes well for you.
Thank you. I'll probably do a video. I'm not, like I said, I don't do reviews, but I will probably make a video and give you my first impressions. So
Should be good.
all right. Yeah.
Okay. Bye, everyone in chat. Shall probably catch you next weekend.
See you later, Peter.
Okay. Bye.
Be safe, brother.
Thank you. Bye.
Everybody in the chat, thank you so much for being here. Drone Bum, Metro Drones, Jack Sparky Fron, Daddy of 13, Rick Halber. Mel was in here earlier, Buying Space, Paul Murray. Who else? Chris Hope. Chris, good morning, buddy. I didn't give you a shout out, and I'm doing that now. Thank you for being in the chat. And let's see. Who have Northeast Drone Productions, Matt. Have a good night, brother. Nathaniel Lee, have a good day. Hope you guys' weekend's good. We'll see you next weekend, next Saturday. Don't forget tomorrow, Sunday sunrise crew is going to be flying. That'll be Drone Bum, Philly Drone Life, Dennis Lovelady, Fly Natural, Chris Hope, and they'll be up and about tomorrow. BMAC Arios, good morning. Hey, BMAC, Brian, I got my Mavic Air 2. So I've joined the ranks. All right, everybody. Y'all have a good day. Have a great weekend. We'll talk to you later. Love y'all. Bye now.